Yo, welcome to Let's Talk About It, where we talk about movies, sports, and culture. Real takes, no filters. That's how we rocking over here. So today we're here to talk about Odyssey. Oh my gosh. Odyssey. Look, if you ain't seen it, I don't know what you waiting on. You know what I'm saying? You taking all day to go. You probably seen a whole bunch of other movies but Odyssey. Or maybe you haven't been watching any movies. But it's all good. I'm here to give you a little heads up just in case you got plans to go see it. So let's go ahead and start off with it. Odyssey 2026 movie. 2 hours and 52 minutes of greatness. This movie is rated R. This movie is it. This movie is him. This movie is great. This movie is terrific. This movie is savage. This movie is crazy. This movie is wild. This movie is one of the best movies I've seen Matt Damon in a while. So let's go ahead and start with the cast. You know what I'm saying? We got Matt Damon in it. We got let me see, hold on real quick. Let me pull it up real quick. Tom Holland, I'm naming off the top right now. Okay, Anne Hathaway in there. You know what I'm saying? Robert Pattinson from Twilight, you know, Travis Scott, Corey Hawkins. Corey Hawkins is the dude that played Dre in NWA. Yup. So yeah, it had a good, nice little cast for real. So I'm going to go ahead and read the synopsis for the ones who don't know nothing about this movie. You know what I'm saying? It's a Greek mythology. Let's start there. After the Trojan War, Odysseus faces a dangerous voyage back to Ithaca, meeting creatures like the Cyclops, Polyphemus, Sirens, and Calypso along the way. You know what I'm saying? So it's just one whole big journey, you know what I'm saying? And a whole big voyage, going through a whole bunch of crazy shit. The ratings for this movie, IMDb gave this movie an 8.5 out of 10. Me personally, I give it a 9.5 out of 10. Why? Because this movie was almost perfect to me. Almost, to me. You know what I'm saying? Movies can be subjective too, you know what I'm saying? So, but how, but how I feel about it is it had everything that it could offer, that a Greek mythology movie could offer. And I've seen plenty of I've seen plenty of Greek mythology movies.
Are you okay?
Like Troy, Wrath of Titans, 300. You can go ahead and add them in there too. Gladiator. So, you know, the list goes on. I watched Xena, the Warrior Princess back then. Hercules, you know what I'm saying? So I watched all that. But other than that, man, this movie was it. That's why I give it a 9.5 out of 10. But besides that, we're gonna go ahead and get into why I like the movie. So I like the movie for the visuals, the adventure. I love this movie for the organic acting in it. You know what I'm saying? No cheesy shit. Like, I wish I would have seen it in IMAX. You know, I think it would have made this movie that much better. You know what I'm saying? But it's a good movie altogether. It's just that IMAX give it a certain experience because that movie was made for IMAX. So why not get the IMAX experience? You know what I'm saying? Just like you go see Spider-Man, it's in Screen X. You know what I'm saying? You go see a movie that's made for the Screen X. Yeah, so it is what it is. Still a great movie. I also like the compelling story behind it too. I enjoyed the revenge of it all. I enjoyed, like, it's a lot to enjoy about this movie. You know what I'm saying? It was some crazy moments. And I just love how they delivered all those moments. I mean, Odysseus, he had a few parts that did piss me off though. I'm like, God damn, why'd you want to do something like that, bro? Like, when they got out the cave, they was stuck in there with that one-eyed Cyclops. You know what I'm saying? Big giant ass motherfucking Cyclops. And yeah, they got stuck in there, and they was trying to get out. So when they finally got out, it probably took them maybe about a good 3 days to get out of there altogether. So, like, I remember, like, them getting out and them running away. But then Matt Damon, which he played Odysseus, he stopped and he shoots the Cyclops. Like, the Cyclops didn't know everybody had made it out, because the Cyclops, he can't see. He can hear, but he can't see too good. So he was sitting down, chilling, about to go to sleep. This nigga, Odysseus, with that bow and arrow, pop, he was mad because, the Cyclops did kill some of his men. So he was just trying to get even. But I'm like, bro, just go ahead, keep going to the boat. What you stop for? He want to stop and shoot arrows at the nigga. Hit him dead in his eye. That motherfucker got mad, ran after him. Odysseus got some more people killed because of because of that decision. I ain't gonna tell the whole movie, but that part was crazy. There was another part where a witch was in there. She was doing some freaky shit. Like, she was feeding niggas shit, and they started turning into pigs. And before they turned into a pig, she was molding their face like clay. Like, it was like face was like clay, and she was just molding their head and face into, like, I guess the pig. You know what I'm saying? So she was creating snouts and shit for them. It was wild. But that's the trippy part of a Greek mythology movie like that. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's pretty awesome. So right now, y'all, we gonna go ahead and see what they liked about the Odyssey. So I like to just give, like, not just my take on it. Let's get somebody else's take on it. But this is overall what people are talking about. Here's some of the reasons why people like this movie. The things people seem to like most about the Odyssey are pretty consistent. The visuals, the IMAX experience. They also said the sound. As far as the music, and a lot of movies got good soundtracks. Like, you'd be surprised how much music I done liked and downloaded just off the strength of a movie. You know what I'm saying? Now, it could be a song that was already out and the movie's playing it, or it could be an actual soundtrack, actual music to the movie. You know what I'm saying? So there's a difference. So people liked it for that reason. Also, the epic adventure. You know what I'm saying? I love adventurous movies. You know what I'm saying? It take you on a whole journey. You be traveling with these motherfuckers. You be traveling with them. You know what I'm saying? You go through the emotions and stuff. Some people get emotionally connected to characters and some people don't. So also the performances. Yeah, the performances was great. No one had a bad performance. Everybody played their role the way they were supposed to play it. Teamwork make the dream work. You know what I'm saying? And it made the movie work. All right, so let's move on. Nolan's interpretation of the story. You know what I'm saying? People getting mad because it wasn't like the original Odyssey, Homer's Odyssey. And that's okay. You know what I'm saying? He want to put his own twist on there. It's okay to put your own twist on there as long as you don't do too much. So those are some of the reasons right there. And I agree with all of these for real. So let's go ahead and talk about what I didn't like about it. There's only one thing I didn't really like, or it's something I really kind of wanted to see more of, or maybe not even that. Maybe I just was expecting something different from Odysseus' son. You know what I'm saying? Which was played by Tom Holland. So it's like Odysseus is, you know what I'm saying? He's him. You know what I'm saying? So I always kind of expect your son to kind of be something like your dad in the sense of greatness. But he wasn't as great as Odysseus. The son wasn't as great. But he was training. You know what I'm saying? He had some good training. But other than that, like throughout the movie, even when like the fight scene at the end, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. But he did what he had to do as far as look, I'm going to go find my dad. Everybody keep trying to tell me my dad dead. You got these nasty ass niggas over here trying to get up on my mom, waiting for her to come up out of her little hiding spot so they can marry her. You know what I'm saying? Do some things to her. Do some strange things for a piece of change. And Tom Holland character, the son, he wasn't having that. He said, look, I'm going to go find my dad. I'll be right back. And he went to go find his dad, and he found that motherfucker. And when dad got home, he wasn't too happy. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. He didn't look mad, but he wasn't happy. He was in disguise. He was at his own crib in disguise, trying to peep shit out. That's some smart shit. But he did that because of one of his homies. He did that because somebody told him to do that. One of his homies that died, and he seen him in Hades. I want to see more toughness out of Tom Holland's character, but it wasn't there. But he did his thing when it counted at the end, when he had to fight. He fought. He was getting his ass whooped in the first little part, but he came through in the end. Of course, he gonna come through, but he came through with had to catch a body. You know what I'm saying? But he's just like supposed to be like still a kid. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he about 16 years old, something like that. 17. It's something like that. I don't know. But that's the only thing I didn't like. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, everything else was flawless to me. So let's go ahead and talk about what people didn't like about the Odyssey real quick. Here goes some of the reasons why people didn't like the movie. Because here we're going to talk about the likes and dislikes. Some didn't like the movie because it was too long. 2 hours and 53 minutes. Some viewers think parts of the journey drag or could have been tightened. Some drags I can deal with, some drags I can't deal with. But that drag I guess I could deal with in a sense. Maybe because I was a little bit more in tune with the emotion part of it, you know what I'm saying? And that's the second thing that people didn't like. So like right here, it even says it can feel emotionally distant. Even some positive reviews describe the movie as somewhat aloof or muted. But not everybody connects emotionally with characters. You know what I'm saying? It depends on the movie for me if I could connect to a character emotionally. You know what I'm saying? It has happened. I ain't gonna stunt. You know what I'm saying? I'm a movie head. You know what I'm saying? I fucks with movies, so I can feel that at times. Like I said, it depends on what movie. But let's move on to the next one. This one says changes from Homer's original story. A lot of people didn't like the change that Nolan put on there. You know what I'm saying? Like I said in the beginning, I ain't got no problem with it. So I'm against that. You know, I guess you can say. Like I said, it's all opinions and subjective movies. So next one here, Odysseus is very serious. Odysseus is very serious and tormented. I don't know why they didn't. Oh, okay. I guess he was too serious. Odysseus is less serious, so they didn't like that. The look is intentionally dark and muted. They didn't like that dark look. You know what I'm saying? All that I ain't had no problem with. And I seen the original Odyssey. Story structure, pacing, and what they mean by that, Nolan jumps around. And although critics generally thought it worked, some audience reviews felt the story became messy or uneven. I don't see that. You know what I'm saying? But it's funny that we all got different views on different things, not even just movies. You know what I'm saying? So it's pretty interesting to read that and just to know, what other people think about it. So overall, to me, the movie is 9.5 out of 10. The movie is great. Okay. And this movie not only is just great, this movie is paid. Let's talk about that money, because at the end of the day, that's when that dollar add up. You know what I'm saying? That's when them dollars. So let's go ahead and start with the opening weekend. Domestic opening weekend right here, right now. It had made $123.5 million. You know that Austin Powers hit that Austin Powers on their ass. Dollars. Nah, for real though. I'll be doing these movie reviews. I'll be talking about opening weekend, 64,000. I mean, not 64,000, but like 64 million. Ooh, you know what I'm saying? But just think, opening weekend, 123.5 million. You know what their budget was? And the amount of money that they put up to put into this movie was 250 million. So opening weekend, you damn near made half of that back already. So within the U.S., it made $472.2 million. $472.2 million. Internationally, you know what I'm saying? It made $658 million. So worldwide, that's about $1.13 billion. $1.13 billion. I just want to say it again, because you don't find too many movies that hit a billion. You know what I'm saying? Usually, most of the time, it's like Disney movies or some shit. I think Toy Story 5 hit a billion too. But here's a cool little fun fact right here. The Odyssey has just passed Toy Story 5 to become the number 2 highest grossing movie of 2026 domestically, behind Spider-Man Brand New Day. Bank. Tom Holland done banked on Odyssey and Spider-Man. God. Yeah, big bank. So, is the movie worth watching? Is it worth your time? Is it worth your money? Yes. And yes, no doubt about it. Don't waste no time. It's an awesome movie. If you don't get into the Greek mythology, whole setting, vibe, I get it. That's respect. But yeah, even if you don't, You know what I'm saying? You still might like this movie for real. So yes, once again, it's worth watching. So before we get on up out of here, y'all, I just want to go ahead and read a quote from the movie. This is Odysseus from the movie. He says, "The power of the sacrifice is in the cost of the person making it." Now, you let me know if that's deep or not. You know what I'm saying? Let me know in the comments if you've seen this movie or not. Let me know what you think. Did you like it? Did you not like it? What you think? 1 out of 10, with 10 being the best. What do you rate this movie? Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment. I appreciate y'all. Tap the notification button so you'll know when I pull up and when I drop a video. All right, y'all stay blessed. I appreciate it. One love. Peace.
Till the next episode, folks. Let's talk about it because somebody has to.